So we've been talking about physical and chemical changes, right? Okay, so we're going to go over some background information. I need someone to volunteer to read this paragraph for me. All right, Samantha, make sure you read nice and loud so everyone can hear.
Changes in matter happen all around you all the time. You have already learned about physical changes in matter. Examples of physical changes are freezing, melting, and breaking a substance. Physical changes do not change the type of matter. When a chemical change happens, a new substance is created. This makes it different from a physical change. Chemical changes can be observed and measured in the laboratory. Observing means not only using your eyes, but other senses as well.
Okay, so when we're observing things, what senses do we use? We use our eyes, our ears, our fingers. Do we use our mouth on the sides?
No. Unless you tell me.
Unless I tell you to, but we're not going to be tasting any of this stuff. If we see bubbles, what does that tell us is being produced if we see bubbles? A gas. It means a gas is produced. What about a smell? What about a smell? Nope, a smell.
A gas.
A gas. Okay, so if we see bubbles or a smell, it's a gas. A precipitate is formed. Who can tell me what a precipitate is? Not precipitation. What's a precipitate?
A solid is forming whenever two liquids are combined.
Okay, whenever a solid is formed from two liquids combining, or it could be a liquid and another solid making a new solid, or a gas and a solid making a new solid. Okay, change in energy. Remember, a change in energy makes temperature do what? Go up or down. Okay, if there's an increase in energy, what's going to happen to the temperature? Increase in energy, temperature. If there's an increase in energy, the temperature will increase. And if there's a decrease in energy, the temperature will decrease. Very good. Okay. Color changes. This one was the one that was kind of tricky. I can change the color of a block of wood by painting it. Does that mean I changed it chemically? No, it means I changed it physically. Very good. Okay. But if I mix two colors together, if I mix yellow food coloring and blue food coloring together and it makes green food coloring, was that chemical?
No.
No, it was just physical. But if I mix two different substances like purple juice and white powder and it makes a different color, is that a chemical change? Yes. Okay. So what we're going to do first is we are going to go through the first chart. So go ahead and look on your page at the very first chart. Okay? The first two questions, we will answer those questions tomorrow, okay? We just talked about those. They're what senses do you use to tell for a chemical change, and what are the signs of a chemical change, which we just discussed that. So, if I'm burning a candle, okay, and y'all can answer out, but we're not going to have debates over it. You can just answer out, and then I'll clarify. If I'm burning a candle, is there a color change, yes or no?
No.
No, okay? If I'm burning a candle and I look at the wick, the part that you light, does the wick change color after it's burned? Yes. So for color change, write yes in that box. Okay? All right. If I'm burning a candle, is there a temperature change?
Yes.
Yes. So write yes in that box. Yes, sir?
I thought you said we were doing tomorrow.
The questions we're doing tomorrow, the chart we're doing now. Is there a gas produced when you're burning a candle?
Yes.
Does it smell differently? Yes. Is a precipitate formed? No.
No.
There's not a new solid formed from burning a candle. So is it a physical change or a chemical change? We've got yes for color, yes for temperature, yes for gas, no for precipitate. Physical or chemical?
Chemical.
Chemical. Okay? If there's a color change, temperature change, gas produced, or precipitate, if any of those are formed, it's evidence that it was a chemical change. So chemical change is a candle burning. So write chemical change in the box. Or you could write C. or P for physical. All right, melting ice. I've got an ice cube and I'm melting it. Does it change color? No. Does it change temperature? Yes, because it's melting. Is it gas produced? No. Is there a new solid formed? No. So is it physical or chemical? Physical. Okay, this one's a little bit tricky, but I think y'all can get it. A rusting nail. Okay, I know a nail like a hammer and nail that you build a house with, not a fingernail. Okay, rusting nail. Is there a color change when a nail rusts? Yes. Is there a temperature change? No. Is there a gas produced?
No.
Is a precipitate formed?
Yes.
The rust itself. So is that physical or chemical?
Physical.
Chemical.
Chemical. Okay, now I want you to do crushing a chalk on your own.